Hey, this public service announcement is about hydroelectricity in general. Hydroelectricity is where the mechanical energy of falling water is converted into electricity. In this video, we will discuss the many aspects of hydroelectricity, like how it is made and how it affects the environment.
When the water is poured into a dam where a river has a very high slope where the water falls downward into a turbine.
In the U.S., electricity is used for everything. Electricity is the reason we have heating, cooking, refrigeration of foods, appliances, and of course, automobiles. Factories and computing industries are also reliant on electricity to power them, and over time, our energy use is projected to skyrocket. In 2010, almost 4 trillion kilowatt hours of electricity were used, and this is projected to increase by 20% by 2035. There are many ways that energy can be generated, but in 2010, 70% of electricity was generated by fossil fuels, 19% was generated by nuclear power, 6% by hydropower, and 5% by other sources of energy. Over time, it is projected that renewable sources like hydropower will be used more in the future. The creation of energy using fossil fuels will be reduced because it puts CO2 into the atmosphere, which is bad for the environment. Mining for oil, coal, and gas destroys the environment and wastes precious water. Creating hydroelectricity is very important because it is generally less harmful than other types of energy. So every time you turn on your TV or your computer, think that in the future you could be using purely hydropower. There are many ways that hydroelectricity is good, but the main one perhaps is that it does not pollute the air. Many other ways of creating energy require emissions of greenhouse gases, destroying the environment. This is not the case with hydroelectricity. Another good thing about hydroelectricity is that it opens up opportunities in tourism and recreation, such as canoeing, swimming, or fishing, by creating a lake behind the dam. In this lake, fish can be bred and new ecosystems can form. This lake can also be used as a source for irrigation and for drinking water. Besides the new tourism, hydroelectric dams are good for the economy. They may be expensive, but they last many years, so overall they are profitable. Hydroelectric dams also require little maintenance, so there is little cost for the upkeep of the dam. Hydroelectricity is also very efficient. Energy can be produced constantly because water is a renewable source of energy. Because water is the source for the energy, it can be controlled easily and can be stored. The dams also give good flood prevention downstream by capturing water during rainy periods and then releasing it during dry ones. Sadly, there are also many things about hydroelectricity that can be improved, particularly involving the environment. One thing is that in order to build a hydroelectric dam, you have to flood a very large area. This forcibly removes humans and animals from their homes. In a new dam being built in Quebec, floods will cover an area nearly 2 times larger than Delaware, destroying all the ecosystems in its path. This would be magnified hugely if the dam were to break. It would destroy miles of ecosystem, but it would also take many lives and homes of people as well. Because dams block the upstream path, some fish and other wildlife have trouble migrating. Most migrating fish's life cycles start when they are born in small freshwater streams where they soon migrate to the ocean where they grow up. When they get older, they return to their birthplace in another migration to lay eggs and live the rest of their lives. If there was a hydroelectric dam there, then both of the fish's migrations would fail, thus stopping the production of eggs by migrating fish. A dam completely changes a fish's lifestyle, which it has developed over many centuries. The fish not only lose their homes and have their lives completely changed, many fish are caught in the spinning turbines in their downstream migration. All of these factors have made survival for fish in a location with a hydroelectric dam very difficult, so many fish species are becoming endangered. For example, entire stocks of Atlantic salmon have been wiped out in rivers like the Rhine, the Seine, and the Garonne rivers, and salmon aren't the only ones who are in danger. Atlas shad, sturgeon, and many other types of fish have been endangered in many rivers due to dams blocking their way. In fact, in 1996, Zhang and Power of China said that there were only 83 species left of the 107 due to the Xinjiang Dam. There have been many improvements in this, such as fish pools or other ways to help the fish continue their life cycle. But many of these are experimental and none have been perfected. So hopefully in the near future, we will improve the technology allowing organisms to pass by safely. If we can achieve a better system that accommodates the fish, then hydroelectricity would be a very effective source of energy that could be used over other non-renewable sources that release pollutants into the air.